And to add to the chaos, the so-called Save America Act that requires voter ID has DC split. Some who oppose it, some say it's fine. I mean, where do you stand on it?
I don't understand it.
Well, I think the part that takes it a step too far is voter ID is actually commonly accepted across. In 2026, it's 83% support voter ID requirements, 95% of Republicans, 71% of Democrats, 76% of Black people, 82% of Latino, 85. Like, you go across the board, people are okay with that because most people have valid government-issued ID. The part that's a step too far is the requiring a passport. Because when you require a passport, you knock out 146 million Americans don't have passports. And by the way, it's already illegal to vote if you're an undocumented immigrant. What sane person turns up at a government-issued voting site to try to vote? They say the only time that happens is when you have mistakes where people thought because they were a naturalized citizen, they could vote, or they didn't understand the rules. There aren't people that are undocumented going to the polls, so it's not even a heavy issue of need.
Well, they're putting out this SAVE Act allegedly to solve an issue that we don't have. Voter fraud is basically almost non-existent. We're talking about 0.004%. Okay, so it just doesn't really exist.
Right.
And I think what you're saying, Sarah, is that whilst many Americans are okay with providing, let's say, a driver's license, what they are requiring instead under the SAVES Act is proof of U.S. citizenship. And in order to prove your U.S. citizenship, generally even your driver's license doesn't have that unless you have the real ID, very enhanced driver's license. So half of Americans do not have a passport.
And they don't make it easy to get.
And so how do you figure out?
And you know who's going to get eaten by this also? Women.
Yes,
if you're married,
women,
and you need your birth certificate that says the name that you had 2 husbands ago.
Yes.
I can tell you, I'm very confused by this because Josephine Okudo is on my birth certificate.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Joy Behar is on my license plate, my license, and I'm married to a Janowitz.
And what's on your passport?
Who am I?
Yeah, exactly. So Whoopi, to your point, most Americans, and to Sarah's point, most Americans can't register to vote using their driver's license alone, because that doesn't indicate citizenship. Over 9% of voting age citizens, we're talking about 21.3 million people, cannot readily access documentary proof of citizenship.
Yes.
Also, they want to eliminate mail voter registration and upend online registration. You know, oftentimes you get your driver's license, they say, do you want to also register to vote? They want to get rid of that. It would also effectively...
It's going to affect Republicans a lot.
Those red states are going to have the hardest time.
It's going to backfire on them. It's a stupid idea.
So it's more than just providing a driver's license.
No, but it's
the part that sends it over is
he says he's going to. We're going to show you what he's saying.
I don't think you can politically exist if you're not going to do voter ID and these things. I don't think the people in this country will stand for it. So I'm making my biggest plea tonight. It'll make you, and I'm not doing it for this reason at all. It'll guarantee the midterms. It'll guarantee the midterms. If you don't get it, big trouble, my opinion. If you get this, your midterms, and they know it. For 2 reasons. Number 1, they won't be able to cheat. And number 2, the people are demanding it. Every time I go out, Save America, sir, Save America Act. We want the Save America Act, sir. That's all they talk about. They don't talk about housing. They don't talk about anything. That's what they talk about.
Does he mean when he's on the golf course?
That's right. Definitely.
And what about Melania?
Here's
How is Melania supposed to register? I mean, she's not even... I wonder if she's a citizen. Is she?
She is.
She is?
She's a
but
naturalized citizen.
Her name doesn't match her name now like mine.
Well, here's my problem with this. States run voting.
Yes.
Correct.
We, the Republican Party, always keep hollering states' rights.
That's right.
The problem I have with this, every investigation I've seen where the Secretary of State was a Republican, there's no voter fraud.
There's no voter fraud.
Am I on
You're
this?
absolutely correct.
Am I going down the right direction?
Remember in Georgia when he called the state person and said, "Can you find me 11,779 votes?"
That's right.
We remember that. Remember in Arizona, same thing. And those were 2 districts that were it was investigated, and he lost.
Well,
But, you know,
and
people-
in the times that he won, and there were still Republican Secretary of State
Yes.
that verified that he won. Either it
Correct.
works when it works or it doesn't work. But here's my other problem with it. States also decide identity.
Yes.
So you're going to disenfranchise the American voter. But my bigger problem with this, it ain't about an ID. If we can elect a 34 count convicted felon, then we can take felon off of every application
I said
and get
that.
a rights back to the true political prisoners of the United States government so that they will be able to vote. If you've served your time, you should be able to vote. And the president is doing this because he knows that the country is ready to take their rightful place in the midterms.
Yes.
And this is not going to go the way he thinks. So he wants to start this stuff now so that he can mess up the midterms and possibly call martial law.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, that's,
Am I
that's
close?
the, that's the,
Because I
think
did go
that's
to the meeting and
end
I'll be in the closet going, okay.
game, you know. And there you have it.